mimic, in a way, very natural phenomena experiences in certain ways in a very solid material, but also how wind could actually flow through structures. So a series of studies and investigations in diagrams like this and other simulations to understand certain wind phenomena. And also doing digital models that actually explored how he could control the light going through a cast concrete structure, as well as testing the fabrication and production of these parts. So a lot of almost full-scale testing of how we actually put things together in different ways. And the final outcome in a conceptual model of the project, that's a marine research center in Valencia, Spain, where the climatic conditions were really suitable for these kind of interactions. And the final example, again, the Namib beetle that then collects the water on its shell, and the surface of it is really what's important. So the students really had to try to understand that through modeling and different exercises, but also on a totally different scale, a structural system that could include similar conditions and, in effect, control how the wind would flow through it while having membranes that had the same kind of a surface as the beetle, as well as structural tests using basically mass-produced timber compartments or parts to put together the structure and testing it in more or less full scale. This is actually a 3D printed physical model from the digital model put in a physical wind tunnel test. Because one of the key aspects was also trying to control how sand would flow in Namibia. And the final project that actually collects moisture out of the air, creates the conditions for growing plants underneath the structure, as well as controlling the dunes, the sand dunes and the movements, which is a big problem. The structure would eventually be taken down and moved to another place once it had a full grown vegetation underneath it. So this was a really quick pass through of the work we do. And as I mentioned before, our aim with the projects, and especially over this year, is to have our students collaborate with different actors all over the world. The unit is very international, and the AEA is a very international school, so our students find their sites in different places in the world, and hopefully also connections.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jonas. All right, I think the Beatles has a totally new meaning from our experiences today.
I think we're going to hear more about the Beatles.
Okay.